Hello air signs. This is a general reading for air signs. If this resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't, okay? If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Right, my name's Serenity and this is a general reading for air signs. Okay, I'm going to see what comes out as an overview in the energy oracle cards. Let's say for air signs, you have victory. Okay, so it's something you're going to feel victorious over here, air signs. Bottom of the deck, you got a man holding a heart here. So let's see. This is for air signs. So some of you are going to get some victory. I feel to read to you the man holding the card. This is for Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. Male dealing with family, love or emotions. This tender man sits with flowers all around. He's there. Yeah. Dark flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. Okay. So some of you were dealing with a man with a heart in his hand. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings high intentions to help where personal projects, family or home issues are concerned. Okay, so that is a man that could be you just met or will be coming to you because this is a timeless reading. Okay, so now I'm going to read to you victory, which is your overview of this reading. It talks about success and achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way and you have a sense of pride in what you work to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort towards. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect order, triumphs to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now, air signs. Okay? Because victory is coming into your life. You might get some victory with this man who's holding a coin, but somebody new is coming into your life. And I'm going to pull a card from the oracle, the love oracle for air signs. So, wow, that was quick. You've got emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perspective or your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment, because some of you are still holding on to some form of resentment. Okay, that could be the man holding the key that coming back into your life, or for some of you, if you're trying to build a new house with old bricks, that's not the way to do it. Okay, so some of you need to deal with your resentment that you're carrying right now. So let's see from the oracle cards, what is it is the center of the issue here for you here, air signs, sun, moon and Venus rising. If this resonates with you, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Let's see. For air signs, what is the center issue for air signs right now? No, for air signs, okay. Two keys coming out. You got it's about marriage, bringing children up. Some of you, it's all about the family, okay, that you're concerned about, or spending time with your family. For some of you, though, there could be a loss regarding a third-party situation here. This some of you, it could be a job, okay. For some of you, it's a mother figure here, okay. Some of you could be dealing with the Aries, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, that's for somebody, air signs, right? So this is for air signs. Still at the center of the issue is the being Seven of Swords. Okay. So for some of you need to guide your personal possessions right now. Use good counsel. Okay, if you're planning some new adventure, especially if you're thinking about going into a new relationship for some of you. Okay. For some of you here now though, with the Seven of Swords here showing up like this, usually speaks about stealing from anyone is a risky exercise here. Okay, air sign. Okay. But stealing from someone who both the ability and the motivation to punish you. Okay, so you be careful who you actually going into. If somebody's probably stealing from you or you stealing from someone else, but it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, because Seven of Swords is often downright foolish. Okay, such cunning and confidence here are two of the hallmarks here of the Seven of Swords, as it stands for those times when guile and diplomacy will bring about the results here that brute force will not. Okay, but the Seven of Swords has the same double edge as the rest of the cards in this suit. It implies that you can be a victim of such deception here. Okay, air signs. For some of you right now though, with the Seven of Swords here showing up, okay, you can point to someone who's behaving with less than ethical intentions here towards you, or you towards them. Okay, because it sometimes also means prying into someone's life where you don't belong. Okay, because if you sense that someone is spying on you, you may be right. And if you're tempted to kind of dig through someone else's life, unless it's that of your minor child who has been giving you cause for concern, some of you need to resist the impulse. Everyone deserves the privacy. Okay, but for some of you right now, if you are involved in any sort of competition this month, okay, formal or informal, you want to keep a close eye out for any cheating. This can range from anything from someone cheating at pick-up poker game to someone trying to frame you at work for something serious. Okay, but the bottom line is basically to cover your tail. Okay, make sure you're doing things the right way, and then you'll have nothing to worry about, even if someone is out to get you here, air signs. Okay, if it is regarding your work though, the appearance of the Seven of Swords can mean that your employer is looking at your work and conduct very closely. So some of you need to keep your shoulder to the grindstone and make sure your work is above reproach. Okay, and try not to get involved in work politics, I'm hearing. And if you're looking for work, don't hesitate to speak to people who know or have worked with you in the past. Okay. But for some of you still, if you're already in a committed relationship, okay, it's a clear message that trust is crucial here. If you are feeling suspicious for some reason about your partner, just make a point to talk about this, even if it's difficult. Okay, but being passive aggressive, because some of you are being passive aggressive, is only going to make things worse. Okay, and if you are looking for love, you may meet someone interesting now, but try to avoid appearing as though you just aren't interested in relationship perspective. Suitors will move on to someone more engaging. But remember, there's a new man coming in. Okay, but if you are going as if you're playing hard to get, you might lose out on that opportunity here, I'm hearing. Okay, that's for those who are single and available. Okay, but for those who are kind of concerned about their finances, this is definitely not the time to gamble or to loan money for some of you here. Okay, as you're likely to lose major here. You might not get the money back, basically, I'm hearing. Okay, because some of you may have to make some hard choices here, right? That's for somebody. Okay, you have to make some tough choices with regards to your money here, I'm hearing. Don't sacrifice your integrity just for a buck here, I'm hearing. Ultimately, okay, your self-esteem and your spiritual well-being will suffer. Okay, so money can't buy those things, right? So don't sell your soul, okay, just for finance, I'm hearing. Okay, and if it's regarding your health, don't take the first pronouncement you hear about your health as gospel. get a second or even third opinion, okay, before you sign up for anything that is irrevocable health-wise, okay? Because there could be some invasive procedures or surgery that somebody might be telling that you need to get, but some of you need to be open to a more spiritual healing. But if you are struggling with serious illness, know that a cure is not always equated with the healing, because sometimes there are many ways to heal. What exactly needs healing in you and in your life? Sometimes you just need some therapeutic healing instead, okay? That could be Reiki, Tai Chi, yoga, meditation, okay? Some of you need to be very cautious though about religious or spiritual gurus or leaders that require you money in exchange for so-called enlightenment, okay? Because the truth is here, air signs, okay? You don't necessarily need a leader to learn and grow spiritually. Some of you need to explore on your own. Be careful with newfound spiritual friends for some of you as well, because for some of you, the answer's all within you, okay? The same gift that's in everybody else is in with you, alright? That's for somebody. And for those who are into some form of crime, crime doesn't pay, without exception, okay? If you're tempted to cheat or take shortcuts in some way, air signs, it's a clear statement when this card turns up that you're going to get caught. Simple as that. So think twice, okay? And if you found that someone in your life is cheating you, by all means, can you simply let it go? Because somebody needs to be called for account here, okay? Let this person be called for account, be answerable for their actions, okay? That's for somebody. But I'm also hearing this doesn't mean you should assume that someone is cheating. This only applies if you know for a fact that they are, okay? So this is for air signs, right? For some of you though, this is the time to think carefully about the way things are supposed to be done for some of you, whether or not you're meeting that standard. It may even be time to clean up your act here, air signs. Take things one step at a time and don't try to do everything at once, because you already know in your gut where the most important changes need to be made here, okay? That's for somebody, because the card that clarifies that, okay, that you're coming out from is some form of reunion or third party situation that you're coming out from here, air signs, okay? It's about friendship. That it's a friend that could be stealing from you, I'm hearing, okay? It could be a third party situation for some of you, okay? Some of you need to be careful of a fall or accident, or avoid any physical emotional excess here, okay? Especially if you're overindulging with drink, drugs or alcohol, I'm hearing, okay? But it could be, if it's not you in a third party situation sneaking around, then there's somebody around you who is, okay? That's for somebody, right? And some of you say, hey, you need to follow your gut feeling here, because some of you, if you're working with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer here that you could be working with, this is somebody you can't be trusted, okay? They may have water and earth in the chart. Yeah. This person could bring some form of scandal or dishonesty. This person's double dealing. Okay, I got in a third party situation here, sign. Right? Could be over some form of money or some form of purchase for some of you. Alright? That someone could be stealing. Right? But when it comes to what's ahead of you now, it's definitely over some finances. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay? For some of you right now, it's usually a card about improve of your fortune, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. Don't know, somebody's probably having a problem speaking, I'm hearing as well, okay, or needing to say something that they need to say, okay, that's for somebody, right? But you got the Ace of Pentacles, okay, it's about valuables, okay, like I said, somebody's trying to steal your valuables, so be careful, okay? For some of you still, you like to find you're enjoying a new beginning or several levels. And this is very positive. New beginning for some of you. Your health and vitality is likely to be at a high point. Alright? That's for somebody. Right? But the appearance of the Ace of Pentacles here is usually a sign to turn for the better in terms of fortune and wealth, okay? And sometimes it could even indicate a gift of money or inheritance from unexpected sources. But it certainly doesn't mean that someone has to pass over for you to actually receive this inheritance here, air signs. You're likely to be feeling optimistic, upbeat, and hopeful about your future. Things should be going well in general here, okay? You could well be starting something new very soon. This could be in the realms of work or personally, but either way, it's a good thing, okay? For some of you though, you may be moving to a new position or a new set of responsibilities, okay? Or if you're wondering whether or not to leave your current position, this card is kind of encouraging. You want to see this new position may happen whether you are looking for it or not. Either way, this is good news here, air signs, okay? And if you're currently in a committed relationship, you may well rise to a new and better height soon for some of you, okay? If you might even be reconnecting with somebody. But if you are looking for love, this is very positive time to get out and meet people here, air sign. Something new could start that is very promising in terms of love. So be prepared, okay? Think positive, have fun, all right? Now, for some of you, if it's money-wise that you're concerned about, money is looking to be much more available for you when the Ace of Pentacles appears, okay? Because you're likely to be paying off your debts. There will even be ability to share your wealth with those less fortunate than you here, air signs. Because this is not a time to spend everything you get, though. However, plan for a rainy day. Put something aside, okay? If it's regarding your health, this is a great time to try a new healthcare approach, especially preventative care, okay? Exercise, eating well, making sure that you get enough sleep are all common sense approaches here that you can revisit now with great success here, air signs. Some of you may stumble across a health information that's very helpful. But don't hesitate to try a new healer or to seek a second opinion now. I've said this to you before, especially if you need that, okay? But your health looks promising right now, okay? But some of you might need to try something new regarding your spirituality. So go to a different place of worship. If you're always at the private about your spirituality, you need to try reaching out to others who may think as you do, okay? That's for somebody. But some of you may be worrying about too much about money, okay? We all need to pay attention to our finances right now, okay? But to be overly concerned, that can steal your or our capacity for happiness in the present moment, okay? So some of you just need to count your blessings, do what you can, and leave the rest to the universe, okay? So now when it concerns what you're focusing on, okay, some of you are focusing on yourself or another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? This is a dark-haired, brown-eyed woman. Sometimes represents a widow. It could also indicate loneliness for some of you. There could have been a separation. That's what you're focusing on, because you could have found somebody who was lying, cheating, and sneaking around on you here, air signs, okay? So you can both focus on that right now, all right? Because some of you could have been put in a third-party situation, or some of you, vice versa, could have put somebody in a third-party situation. But the Queen of Swords is showing up here. So you've shown up in your own reading here, okay? You seem to be focusing on yourself, or you're focusing on another air sign, okay? But for some of you right now, though, with the Queen of Swords here showing up like this, okay? You can point to a woman in Aquarius life who, this is a woman who's not to be trifled with, okay? If it's you or you're dealing with another air sign, if not a person, then you can point to a need for you to be forceful and honest in some situation to get your needs met here, air signs. You may need to put your foot down, okay? Especially regarding a financial opportunity here, okay? That's for somebody, all right? But the Queen of Swords can indicate that your instincts are serving you well. You already know what it is you want to need. Now you just have to go after it here, air signs. But be mindful though of other people, boundaries, as you are doing so Some of you need to set boundaries, okay? But this Queen has a forceful energy, which some people find abrasive, okay? And for some of you, even though you may be very clear what needs to be happening in your work environment, okay, this is not the time to broadcast your impressions here. Don't overreact to any perceived slights or disrespect. If you're looking for work, you're in a space for being able to present yourself very well, okay? Some of you need to look to the woman in your life to point you in the right direction, I'm hearing, okay? And for some of you, with regards to love, the only caution with this Queen is to be aware the impulse to be too forceful, okay? We're all being told that we get more flies with honey than with vinegar, and there's truth to this, okay? Your mother or mother-like figure may interfere in your relationship, whether she means to or not. But some of you need to figure out where your boundaries lie with this and let her know, okay? Because some of you could have even blocked communication, okay, with this. Or you've received blocked communication. That's for some of you, okay? Some of you may have blocked somebody or somebody's blocked you, okay? But some other figure is interfering in your relationship, okay? So you need to figure out where your boundaries lie with this, okay? And let her know, okay? Or somebody could be letting you know and setting boundaries with you, okay? But with regards to money, the Queen of Swords can show that strong woman is about to play an important role in your financial life. There's a lot that you can learn from her here, okay? And if you can be open to what she has to say here, air signs, okay? You may be repressing your emotions, because remember, emotions are a natural, necessary part of your life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision in order to see things clearly. You must let go of resentment, okay? Remember that, right? That's for somebody, right? Because some of you are repressing your emotions here, because if you're being hurt and somebody was lying, cheating on you in the past, okay? That's for some of you, alright? But some of you still need to be careful on when and where you vent your emotional reactions, okay? Anything that reduces your stress level will be helpful now. Even a 5-minute walk. Pick your battles, I'm hearing, but stay in the moment, alright? Don't bring up old shit from the past and throwing it into somebody's face, okay? Because the Queen can also indicate that your emotions are the gateway to you open up your spiritual life. Some of you need to think about what you're feeling and why, okay? Then stop thinking and feeling, okay? Keeping a dream diary can be particularly insightful now. So be open to messages from Spirit in every day, okay? In your everyday it's coming towards you, right? Because what I'm seeing here with the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Cups, there's definitely been a third-party situation here. Some of you could have had an opportunity, but you could have blocked it, okay? That's for somebody, right? Because you still haven't gotten over somebody lying, cheating, and sneaking around. So I'm going to actually pull a card from the Well Time, okay? For air signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Well, the message is coming through for air signs, because someone definitely could have blocked somebody who's been lying, cheating, and sneaking around with them. Yeah, because for some of you, it's not enough. Okay? Some of you were frustrated in your relationship. Some of you were lacking confidence. Some of you were self-sabotaging. Okay? But some of you, it's fear, ego, jealousy. A lot of things were going on. Okay? Some of you, I'm hearing, one with the guy was having one-night stands. Okay? Some of you had many options. You needed to make a decision. Someone was stringing you along, or you were stringing them along. But somebody was having one-night stands here. Okay? If this resonates with you, air signs, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.